Fast forward to the technological advancement of today.
At Smoke 2.0, we offer the largest selection of vapes, smoking accessories, and cigars. Open daily, 507 Ellery Avenue in Fairview, and new store in Sydney.
At Yellowstone River Beef, we're proud to work with area ranchers and process local cattle right here at home. Ranchers, we're consistently booking processing spots, so call early to reserve yours. Stop in and check out our new Carhartt beanies, fresh hats, and a new favorite, beef jerky. Then tell us which one's your favorite. We take orders year-round for quarters, halves, and wholes. Raised here, processed here, enjoyed here. Yellowstone River Beef, located in Williston, North Dakota. And you can find more at YellowstoneRiverBeef.com.
Now part two with Hunter Berg, promoting Williston St. College's Whiteout Night on the 23rd.
And of course, the date again is February 23rd. And from your perspective on the foundation side of things, how does a night like Whiteout Night go beyond basketball and really support student athletes and the college as a whole?
Yeah, well, I think our student athletes deserve a night like this. I will say that my experience here was the greatest basketball experience I've ever been a part of. So to play in front of a packed house is really, really special. And I want these kids that are with us right now to have that experience. I want every student athlete to have that experience. But this is a special group. They work hard. And for us as a foundation, the game is one thing, but our campus has really grown and is just so nice to be a part of. So the more people we get to campus, the greater chance we have of showing them what a great place it is to be a part of as either the community or be there as a student. So we're going to try to get as many students, potential students that night, but also bring on the community to see all the great things we have going on. People who've been there now the last couple of years have seen tremendous capital expansion. Our capital project with the turf went great. Our healthcare training facility is top of the line as far as nursing and healthcare training programs. It's just a great place to be, and we want more and more people to realize what we have here, because our town has changed. We have 30,000 people now versus 10. A lot of people may have never been on the college campus. We want them there to see the campus and see it as a home for their students after they graduate. Come on up to our college and be a part of it. It's a great place.
I want to get in your head a little bit. You have been on the bench as a player, and of course, you've a coach. Once a player and a coach, you give it up. What kind of energy difference does a packed house make? And how powerful would it be to see at least 2,500 fans break an all-time attendance record?
Well, it would be unbelievable. We have had that place packed one time. The first game we ever held there was a combination of Williston High School and the Tetons on that special night. It was packed. I won't say 2,500, but probably 2,400. So the environment, when it gets to be one, it's just a lot of people in there. Now the whiteout will add a special effect that we've never had before, where the whole thing is white. So it just raises the level of intensity, enthusiasm, and to be honest, the opposing teams don't want to walk into that environment. We used to have the best home court, I think, in junior college in America when we had the SCAD gym. We had 600 people, standing room only, and it was buzzing. The walls were shaking, and we couldn't wait to come up those steps to come out of the locker room, and the opposing team knew every time, we don't have a chance in heck of winning at this place. So we want to replicate that feeling on this night. And it's not like this is the only night. We want to do it every night, but our effort right now is to get that thing packed on February 23rd. It's a Monday night. There shouldn't be a lot of other things competing with it. Come on out and enjoy the evening and be a part of our history. We're going to set that all-time attendance record.
Thank you for listening, and join us again on City Scene right here on 660 Keys News Radio.
660 Keys News Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi. The Cowboys plan to use the franchise tag on receiver George Pickens, according to the team's executive vice president, Stephen Jones. Pickens coming off a career year. The franchise tag figure for a receiver in 2026, $28 million. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reports the Falcons plan to use the franchise tag on tight end Kyle Pitts, who had a bounce-back season in 2025. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson, widely viewed as the number 2 prospect in the upcoming NFL draft, does plan to throw this week at the NFL Combine. Indiana QB Fernando Mendoza, the presumed top overall pick, will not throw. ESPN NFL analyst Jason McCourty.
When you look at draft prospects when it comes to the Combine, when you don't have to go out and do something, there's nothing wrong with pulling back. For Mendoza, I think it could only hurt him at this point of throwing at the combine. He seems to be the consensus first overall pick, and I think even beyond that, there's nobody in contention of really being a top 5 pick at this point at the quarterback position.
Tonight's 3-game slate in the NBA highlighted by a matchup of 2 of the league's best teams, featuring 2 of the NBA's top young stars. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs visit Cade Cunningham and the Pistons. San Antonio, just a couple of games back of OKC in the West, has won 8 straight games. League and East leading Detroit is on a 5-game winning streak. A significant loss for the Suns. They are losing one of their most important two-way players at a pivotal point in the playoff race. Forward Dylan Brooks out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken left hand. Phoenix currently 7th in the West. Rockets forward, 4-time gold medalist and the U.S. men's all-time leading scorer in Olympic competition, Kevin Durant, told ESPN he plans to play in the 2028 Summer Games in Los Angeles. Tonight's college hoops doubleheader on ESPN, number 23 Louisville, number 18 North Carolina at 7 Eastern, followed by number 5 Houston and number 14 Kansas.
Honey, our credit card bill came and it's higher than last month.
Wow, we haven't charged anything.
Paying the minimum isn't enough and keep getting higher until we take control. We need to go to 47fastcash.com. 47fastcash.com can help any credit type get approved for up to $5,000 in minutes.
Take control and get the money you need at 47fastcash.com. 47fastcash.com.
I've been telling you all about the secret war on our cash. The free report you can receive a copy of by contacting Swiss America at 800-289-2646. I'd also like to encourage you to subscribe to their podcast on YouTube. Just search Swiss America Trading. The podcast can provide you a ton of vital information and financial news in the challenging and uncertain times we're in. Subscribe today and learn more about BRICS, industry leaders, and their market predictions for the future, along with what you might expect to see in terms of precious metal performance in the weeks and months ahead. Message and data rates may apply.
It's time for another edition of Williston State Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. The hardwood is alive with pride and tradition, and the Tetons are ready to lock in for victory. Every shot, every block, and every tick of the clock matters. And you'll be able to listen all season long with your voice of the Tetons, Mike Ruder. Teton Basketball starts now.
Hey there, sports fans. Mike Ruder coming here from the well in Williston, and it is a well that is rapidly filling up here for Whiteout Night. The Tetons also having their sophomore night festivities, and we'll get to mentioning the sophomores here a little long in this Williston State College pregame show right here on 660 Keys News Radio about 7:45 before we get going for the first of 2 games here in the final regular season game of the 2025-2026 regular season for both Teton men and women. And it should be a fantastic one for both of these teams, as the Tetons will be hosting NDSCS and the Wildcats. Wildcats coming to town looking to see if they can't knock the Tetons off. On the women's side, it would be to give Williston State their first conference loss of the season. The Tetons looking to hold on to that perfect record heading into the postseason. Late last week, the Tetons were able to clinch their regular season conference championship by getting the win against Lake Region State in Devil's Lake. And that one is a 10-point win for Williston State, their closest win of the season. They have 1 loss so far on the year. That came in non-conference action back in Devil's Lake against Northern Iowa Area Community College, who is currently a top 10 team in Division II. The Tetons, number 22 in Division I. And they're waiting for the final regular season rankings to come out on Wednesday to see if they improve their condition. The Tetons have been patiently waiting to see how far they climb up the standings. Should they be unable to win the region tournament and then the district championship game, Williston State could use an at-large bid to make their way into the national championship game if they can get some chips to fall their way. 6:11 left to go. We're currently going to take a look at the standings here in the Mondag Conference. 11-0 Tetons are the current and reigning champions in the conference. NDSCS 2 games back at 9-2. Lake Region State at 7-5, Miles Community College at 6-6, and Dawson Community College at 5-7. The two Division II schools in United Tribes in at 3-9, and Dakota College at Botno went without a win in their conference schedule. One more game for both of these two teams here before they head to the postseason. And Science is slotted into the second spot, the only game. It looks like everyone, in fact, is slated into their final positions in the conference. And this one will be the last game of the regular season before we head into the post. We'll take a look at how the Wildcats of NDSCS got to where they're at. They're currently riding a 5-game win streak, 22-4 overall on the season, 9-2 in conference play. They're 11-1 at home. That one loss came to the Tetons here earlier this month. 8-2 on the road and 3-1 in neutral territory. Per game through their 25 games, the Wildcats are averaging 74.5 points per game, shooting 41.5% from the field, 27% from beyond the arc, 64% from the free throw line, and of their 46.8 rebounds per game, they're pulling down 32 defensive and 14.5 offensive. They have the leading scorer and leading rebounder in the conference in Maggie Westling, as she looks to see if she can help guide the upset over the Tetons here in this one. The Wildcats are averaging 9.5 in the rebound margin, a plus 9.5, 15.3 assists per game, holding their opponents to just 8.6, 15 turnovers, 10 steals, 2 blocks, and they commit just under 14 personal fouls per game. Looking at the individual leaders for scoring for the Wildcats, they're led in scoring by Westling and her 21.4 points per game. Olo Carlo up next with 15.2, and Ava Boyes coming in third with 12.0. Looking over now at Williston State here with just under 4 minutes before we get underway with the start of game number 1 of 2. The Tetons come in with a 24-game win streak. They are perfect at home, perfect on the road, and have a 5-1 schedule in neutral territory. That game came in Devil's Lake against Northern Iowa Area Community College. Looking at the stats now for Williston State, as we are now 3.5 away from getting tipped off here in this one. The Tetons are averaging 92.4 points per game, shooting 49% from the field, 33% from deep, 74% from the free throw line, and of their 44 rebounds they're getting per game, 32 of them are defensive, 12 of them are offensive rebounds. 21 assists per game for the Tetons. They're getting 14 turnovers, 15 steals. They're forcing 22.5 turnovers per game, also getting 4 blocks, and it has been Layla Heffernan along with Emily Fixico off the bench for Williston State who really lead the way in blocking. We'll take a look at the leaders in the conference who are playing here tonight. As we mentioned earlier, Westling, the leading scorer in the conference with 21.4 points per game. Taylor Murtaugh in at third scoring per game. She has 19.3 for the Tetons. Murtaugh just battling back after missing the last 2 games with the flu or flu-like symptoms. Rebounds per game, Westling averaging 13.6 rebounds. Layla Heffernan, fourth on the list, averaging 8.3. Field goal percentage, Heffernan leading the conference with 59.6. Westling at 57.5. Also, Jersey Berg and Taylor Murtaugh in the top 5, making 3 Tetons up there. Boyes shooting at 34% for fifth best in the conference from beyond the arc. Steele, Sophie Barker is number 2 in the conference with 94 for Williston State. And Taylor Murtaugh comes in with 72 for the Tetons. Barker is now leading the conference in assists, 162 to 106. And Heffernan also makes an appearance in the top 5. She has 91 assists on the year, good enough for 5th. And then for overall blocks, 2 Tetons again make an appearance. Layla with 42 blocks per game, and Emily Fixico making a big charge late. She has 26 blocks on the season. Taking a peek at the individual leaders for scoring for Williston State, and they're going to be led by Taylor Murtaugh, who has 19.3 points per game. Jersey Bird comes in with 17.2. Layla Heffernan with 15.3. Danny Jordan with 13.3. Lucia Baito with 10.2. And the next closest is Sophie Parker, who has 7.6, and she has been playing especially well as of late. Parker, who is, as we talked about earlier, is the best ball handler and assister in the conference. Sophie now has a 5.6 to 2.5, so over a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio here throughout the season. And go along, she also has over a steal and a half. Sophie has 3.2 steals per game, and she's been dangerously close to getting a triple-double a few times here throughout the year. Fantastic crowd turning out for Whiteout Night as they hit the lights. This has been the Williston State Teton pregame show right here on 660 Keys News Radio. We are going to take a quick 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Basin Brokers starting lineup. Back in 30 seconds.
Dickinson State University is bringing new opportunities to Williston. Through Degree Bridge, a partnership with Williston State College, students can now earn a Bachelor of Business Administration from DSU while staying right on the WSC campus. Take classes in person, stay connected to your community, and choose your focus in accounting, administration, finance, or human resource management. Classes begin fall 2026. Learn more at dickinsonstate.edu. Together, we make the difference.
Mike Kerr back here for Teton basketball. Looks like they're doing this national anthem first. We're going to take a 90-second break. Back in a minute and a half.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in raw chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today, your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Mike Kerr back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio's national anthem in the books, and now we are set to go for the Basin Brokers starting lineups right here on 660 Keys News Radio, and they're going to be going with the visiting team on the scoreboard first, and the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats coming up first for the Wildcats. A 5'8" sophomore guard from Pine Ridge, South Dakota, number 1, Lolo Carla. Out second is a 5'3" sophomore guard from Kindred, North Dakota, number 5, Peyton Getty. Out next, number 10, a 5'8" sophomore guard forward from Underwood, Minnesota, number 10, Ezra Baker. A 5'11" sophomore forward from Canberra, Australia, number 21, Ava Poyes. And rounding out the starting lineups for the Wildcats is a 5'10" sophomore center from Millica, Minnesota, number 33, Maggie Westling. As they're getting the final announcements for the Wildcats out, the lights are off here at the Well in Williston as they're ready to go for this packed whiteout night. There's still some seating available, but going to be packed here before too long as the Tetons looking for their 12th conference win, 25th in a row, and to get a clean sweep here of the Montauk in the regular season. Tetons got a couple of players back. One starter and one key reserve player back for Williston State. We'll see if Coach Triplett and company can get them to their next win. As we'll start off here for the starting lineups for Williston State. Coming up first is going to be a 5'8 freshman guard from Lame Deer, Montana, number 5, Danny Jordan. Up next is a 5'9 sophomore guard from Tarragone, Australia, number 13, Taylor Murtaugh. A 5'6 freshman guard from Adelaide, Australia, number 15, Sophie Parker. A 5'11 sophomore forward from Bismarck, North Dakota, number 21, Jersey Berg. And rounding out the starting lineups for your Williston State Tetons is going to be a 5'11 freshman forward from Central Coast, Australia, number 45, Layla Heffernan. Tetons are coached by Bill Triplett, assisted by Alexis Moline and Corey Fleck. And the Tetons getting ready to go. A laser show out on the court as we are just moments away from getting things tipped off. This has been the Basin Brokers starting lineups, your local Esbergs for navigating the real estate game. Lights are back on here at the well. 10 minutes on the clock on the American State Bank scoreboard. It's going to be Heffernan and Wesling in the center circle for the Tetons. Tetons won the first matchup by 30 points against the Wildcats. Looking to see if they can put up another big number here this evening in the well. Ball's in the center circle. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Teton basketball. And just waiting for the last couple of announcements. And now we are ready to go. Ball is going to be up in the air, and it'll be Tetons taking it away. Jordan gets the tip. She's going to look to drive on Wesling. She'll be pulled back. Heffernan out to Parker. Pulls it up on top of the perimeter. Baseline drive from Murtaugh. Nothing there. Barkey looking for Berg. Can't find it. Over to Heffernan now on top. She's going to take off on Wesling, and it'll be up and in it goes. 2 points for Heffernan, and that's an advantage that they want to take up a lot with Heffernan being so good off the drive. Back up the court is going to come Getty. She'll kick it off over on the corner to Lolo. Lolo looking to drive on Murtaugh. Skip pass is going to hit the stanchion of the backboard, and that'll be out of bounds. Turning it over is going to be the Wildcats. Back to Williston State, 2-0 here on the American State Bank scoreboard. Barker gives it off to Jersey, now to Murtaugh, back to Heffernan up on top. Layla's going to cross over a drive again on Wesling, puts it up, not a contact, no foul called. Up the court is going to come Boyes. She'll be stopped by Murtaugh. Out it'll go, push up on top. Heffernan's going to track it down. She'll keep the dribble alive and dumps it off to Jordan underneath, puts it up. That's going to be no good, tipped around. Heffernan will get it back, flips it to Berg. Jersey will tap it, now gets it off to Parker. Tetons. 15 seconds over to Murtaugh on the far wing. She's going to catch and shoot. Murtaugh knocks down her first shot of the game, and it's a 5-0 Teton lead. Back up the court again comes Getty for the Wildcats. She'll drive, hands it up to Boyes on top, now over to Lolo. Lolo crosses over on Murtaugh, looking to get some room to operate to the elbow, nothing there. Back out to Boyes, underneath to Wesling. It'll be a stole by Heffernan. 2-on-1 block. Layla running, bounces it to Jordan's going to put it up and in. Danny got that one to go. It's a 7-0 start for the Tetons. Again, Getty up the court. Tetons looking to lock down defensively. They've forced a couple of turnovers already. Getty dribbling to the near wing. Pass going to be tipped, but she'll get it back against Barker. Got away. No, that's going to be an offensive foul on Getty. Uses a forearm shiver to get some space between herself and Barker, and the Tetons will get the ball back. 8:11 left to go. Tetons already looking to smell a little bit of blood in the water. Sophie Parker up the court. She'll cross the timeline. 8:06 left to go in the first. Barker up on top of the perimeter to Heffernan. Drives again on Wesling. Pulls back. Nothing there. Jordan hands it back off to Barker. Sophie's going to drive. Gets through. Flips it up and in. Sophie gets another scoring party. 9-0 start here for Williston. 7:50 left to go. Back comes Getty. Top of the perimeter. She'll hand it off over onto the far wing to Baker. Baker up on top. It'll be a three-pointer coming from Boyes. And that one is going to be an air ball out of bounds. And they're looking to talk about it to see if it was touched by Williston State. And looks like the officials say it was partially blocked. That one's going to go to Jersey Berg. At least 17 seconds on the shot clock. Wildcats ball. crashing through. It'll be Lolo picking up in the far corner. Jab step looking underneath for Westling. Nothing there. Back out on the far wing to Baker. Baker underneath the Westling. She's going to be triple teamed. Gets it out on the corner to Boyes. Open look for three. That'll be up and no good. Tipped around. Getty with the loose ball. She'll pick it up now over to Baker. Baker looking back down low for Westling. Good defense. Find the Tetons. Back up again to Boyes. Underneath to Westling. She's going to be stripped by Heffernan. Whale up the court again. Looking to push. 3-on-3 underneath to Jordan. She'll flip it up. No good. Heffernan gets the rebound underneath the Berg pump fake. She's going to be fouled. Jersey going to the line for two. And the Tetons now a free throw away from having their first double-digit lead of the game. Lucia Paido is going to be checking in on this next stop. And she's going to be brought in early going in for Jordan. As that'll be Jersey at the stripe for the pair. Berg looking for her first points of the game. First one up and good for Berg. She shoots over 85% from the line. She'll have one more coming right here. Look to make it an 11-point advantage. And that one's going to be off the back. No good. It'll be pulled down by Boyes. Jersey goes 1 for 2 in the game. Getty bringing it back up the court for the Tetons. Barker challenging her on top of the perimeter. A long screen. Barker's going to fall down. Berg on the switch up on top to Boyes. Foot fake looking to drive on Heffernan. Out to the wing for Getty for three. That's going to be off no good. It'll be Murtaugh who pulls down the long rebound up to Barker. And the Tetons are back on the attack. Sophie over to Layla. Bido on top. She's going to go for a triple. It'll be Lucia, no good. Getty pulls down the rebound. She wants to run. Tetons getting back. It'll be Boyes. Going to be fouled. That one looks like it'll go on Murtaugh. First personal, first team. 2 shots coming for the Wildcats. Here with 6:32 left to go in the first quarter. Murtaugh picks up her first foul. Boyes at the line. Wildcats looking for their first point of the game. And they will get it right there with 6:32 left to go in the first quarter. Eva Boyes now with 1 point. Looking to chip the deficit back down to 8 for the Wildcats. Here comes her second of 2. That one's going to be good as well. 2 for 2. No pressure coming from the Wildcats. Here comes Sophie Barker and company up the court. Sophie over to Jersey, top of the perimeter. Gets to the elbow, looks to drive, has it poked out of her hand. Backing down on the defender. Gets trapped and is going to throw it into the hands of Boyes. She'll push it up the court again. 2-on-2 break. Getty gets into the paint. She's going to be blocked underneath by Barker. Saves a layup, and the Tetons now look to lock down defensively in the Wildcats end of the court. Lolo can get it in. She'll find Boyes. Back to Lolo. Going to take off on the drive, and she'll angle up in midair. No good. Tipped around. Finally, Baito with the rebound. No help coming on the transition. Still curl around. Give it off to Barker. Tetons looking to set up in the half court. Sophie over to Baito. Baito on the drive. Dumps it off, and that one will fall out of bounds. Back to Science. Jordan said to come back in for the Tetons. All 5 starters back now for the Tetons. No one subbed in yet for the Wildcats, and we're 4 minutes here into the game. Up the court again comes Getty over on the near wing to Lolo. 1-on-1 with Murtaugh. Westling up to the high post. Lolo crosses over, picks up a Westling screen. High post now to Westling. Skip pass to Getty. Drive baseline against Barker. Barker's going to block her from behind, and they're going to say Barker got foul on it. Coach Triplett asking where the contact came from. He thought Sophie got clean onto the ball. And that'll be number 1 on Barker, number 2 on Williston State. And it'll put Getty at the line for a pair. Here's her first one. That'll rattle off the rim. No good. Keeps it an 8-point lead in favor of Williston State here, 10-2. 5:35 left to go here in the first quarter. Second of 2 is going to be on the way. That one's going to be off the mark as well. Over to that trip. Berg will pick it up now over to Barker. Tetons looking to get their offense re-engaged. Heffernan on top. She's going to go for a 3. Off the mark, no good. Boyes with the rebound. Every time she gets it, she turned and going to look to run. No one's picked her up yet. Now to Getty in the post. She's going to put it up and in. Tetons falling asleep a little bit defensively as Getty gets her first bucket. Now a 6-point Teton lead. They started off on a 10-0 run. Jordan will pick up a Heffernan screen, gets to the free throw line, pulls the trigger. That one will be knocked down. Jordan now with 4 points in the game, and it's an 8-point lead. Getty back up the court, crosses over on Parker now to Lolo. She goes from the elbow. That'll be no good. Barker with the rebound. Tetons again look to push. Over to go to Murtaugh. Taylor crosses over. Going to go baseline on a defender. Poked away. Still loose ball, and that'll be out of bounds off of Getty. Back to the Tetons. They'll have 20 on the shot clock, and we have our first media timeout here of the game. 4:43 left to go in the first. Tetons have an 8-point, 12-4 lead. We'll be back for more Teton basketball in 1 minute.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
In the Mondag region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Mondag region together one smile at a time.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball. Tetons have the ball. Jersey Berg on the drive out to Jordan, up to Heffernan. Layla goes on Westling, and there's going to be a foul called. It'll be on the ground. It'll be on Westling. That'll be her first personal. It's the third time that Heffernan's taken off on a drive on Westling. Third team foul on the Wildcats. Fresh 20 for the Tetons again. Inbounding will be Barker. Looking, everyone's going to be bottled up initially in the corner to Murtaugh. She'll pick it up. Now it's up on top to Jordan. Danny with a foot fake. Skip pass to Barker. Corner three on the way. That's no good. Long rebound to Boyes. Tetons looking to get back. Getty will get it. She'll drive down now to Boyes. Look underneath for Westling. Nothing there to Baker. Baker back to Westling. Turnaround jumper. No good. Blocked by Heffernan. Back up the court is going to come Barker again. Tetons looking to pull their lead back to double digits. Murtaugh up to Heffernan. She'll hand it off to Jordan's going to drive on Boyes. Dumps it underneath the Berg. Puts it up, and Jersey gets her first field goal of the game. 14-4 with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Peyton Getty back up the court for the Wildcats. Push over to the left-hand side. Barker, the gamble defense. She got her to pick up the dribble. Up on top, it'll go to Baker. Baker steps back. Westling now has it on top of the perimeter. Over to Boyes. Boyes with a pump fake on Berg. Underneath, it'll be stolen away to Heffernan. Heffernan pass ahead to Jordan and can't reel it in, just too far. Looking for the outlet for the easy two. And the Tetons get it back down. Coach Triplett say, hey, let's just drive it on down and work some offense. We've been having some success. Now Getty and the Wildcats are working their way back down the court. Over to Boyes on the near wing. High post to Westling. A fake handoff. Boyes is going to drive on Berg. Steps through. Throws it up and in. Ava Boyes now with 4 in the game. Tetons back up by 8. 14-6. Barker up on top to Heffernan. Heffernan backdoor to Murtaugh. Reverse layup up and in. Taylor now with 5 points to lead the Tetons and the game in scoring. 16-6. Carlo back up the court. She'll bounce it off behind her to Getty to set things up. High post to Boyes. Now looking for a double post leg. Boyes steps out from the free throw line. Off the back of the iron to be tipped away into the hands of Berg. Berg running. Up it'll go to Jordan. Jordan gets it to up and in. There's going to be a foul called on Boyes. Her first personal. Jordan now is 6 in the game, and the Tetons have a 12-point lead with a chance for 13. Bido said to come in on the next stop as Murtaugh will be coming out. Murtaugh gets a big break as she's still looking to get her legs and her wind back from underneath her after missing a couple of week or a week and a half as Jordan knocks down the free throw. Getty now slowing things down for the Wildcats as she works her way back up the court. 2:40 left to go. Now she hits the gas, and she's going to be fouled by Barker. That'll be number 2 on Barker now here in the first. And that will send Getty to the stripe. So foul trouble now brewing for the Tetons. We may see Murtaugh make a quick trip back into the game, or Stina Sodegaard checking her way in for the first time. No one at the court yet as Getty will go for her second of two. That one is going to be no good. She made her first. She is now 1 for 4 from the stripe. Tetons up by 12, 19-7, 2.5 left to go. Jordan on the near wing, up on top to Heffernan. Swing pass to Bido. Looks to drive baseline on Boyes. Steps through, lays it up and in. Bido with her first bucket of the game. Tetons up 21-7. Getty back up the court. We'll see if she looks to attack on Parker. Kicks it back out over to Baker. Baker to in the corner to Getty. Back to Barker, up on the near wing, looking underneath for Wessling, nothing there. Back to Getty, puts it on the deck, over to Carlo. Calls for reverse pass allowed, still looking to get it underneath to Wessling. High screen from Wessling, Carlo gets it back out to Baker. Wessling, long three-pointer, that'll be in there. Maggie gets her first bucket of the game, now makes it 21-10. 11-point lead, 1:45 left to go in the quarter. Parker up to Heffernan. Heffernan going to take off on Wessling again. Wessling will pick her pocket. Layla gets the ball back in the corner. It'll go to Sophie, and she's going to be called for the travel. They give it back to the Wildcats here. 1:36 left to go. 3 or 4 possessions left to go in the quarter. We'll see if both teams look to take advantage. Carlo gets it into Getty, who works it up the court. Still Wildcats have went with all 5 starters here in the second. They'll be up on the high wing to underneath to Wessling, has it tipped away. Jordan on the breakaway, one-on-one with Boyes. She stops underneath to Baido, who lays it up and in. Unselfish play for the Tetons. We're now back up by 13. Here comes a sub for the first time in for the Wildcats. Getty over on the far wing to get to Carlo, underneath to Wessling. Give and go to back to Getty. Three-pointer from Baker, that's going to be way off. Baido will pull it down. Tetons, a chance to go for a 2-for-1 here down the stretch. Heffernan driving through the lane, and she's going to be called for the travel. And the Tetons turn it over again. A couple of uncharacteristic turnovers for them, getting a little bit too eager to get out to the races. Emerson Johnson is going to come in for Carlo. 58.9 seconds left to go. We'll see if the Wildcats look to go for a 2-for-1 here to end out the quarter. Getty on top of the perimeter. Gets it over to Baker on the near wing. Underneath to Wessling. Tipped away by Heffernan. And the Tetons miss a defensive assignment there on that one, as that is going to be first personal, 4th team foul. Inbound play comes for the Wildcats. 46 left in the quarter, 20 on the shot clock. No one open initially. They get it underneath. It goes to Boyes. Back out to Baker. Up to Boyes. Top of the perimeter. Looking underneath for Wessling. Double team comes. Wessling's going to be able to drop step, put it up and in. She now has 5 in the game. 11-point lead. Barker working her way back up the court for the Tetons. They can hold. They can get a shot off with just about nothing left and leave the Wildcats with about 3. Heffernan up on top of the perimeter. Now over to Baido. Foot fake. Bido's going to drive around now to Jordan. Jordan up on top. Back to Heffernan. Bobbles the ball a little bit. Looking for Bido over on the far wing. She's going to take a long 3. No good. Wessling will pull down the rebound. Just about stolen away from Getty by Jordan. Getty now having to race up the court against Jordan. Pirouettes out. 4 seconds left to go. She's going to have to drive in the corner. 3-pointer from Boyes. And that'll be down at the buzzer. Boyes knocks one down, and it makes it an 8-point lead for the Tetons after the first quarter. 23-15. Tetons and the Wildcats both a little sloppy ball in the first quarter. They're looking to round into form here in the second. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Back for the start of the second quarter in 60 seconds.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Photos, Appliance, and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. A Hot Point top load set for $1,218. The Whirlpool front loaders for $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $4.89. Don't forget Toro snow throwers and sun heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Photos, Appliance, and Outdoor Living. Located south of Viking Furniture and 2nd Avenue West in Williston.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? With Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make your selling home up dreams. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with your easy to use online property search. BasinBrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit BasinBrokers.com today. Let's get moving.
Mike Ritter back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Wildcats have the ball here starting the second quarter. Over to Ava Boyes, underneath to Wessling. Puts it up, no good. Jordan pulls down the rebound. Back for Williston State. Danny looks to run the court. Gets over onto the wing. Pulls it back up on top to Sophie Barker. Teton's with an 8-point lead. 23-15 with 9:40 left to go in the second half on the American State Bank scoreboard. Near wing, Danny Jordan has the ball looking for Murtaugh up on top. Murtaugh hands it back off to Jordan. Looks to drive, skip pass over to Heffernan. Crosses over on Wessling underneath for Berg. And it's going to be tapped out of bounds on Boyes. Tetons keep possession. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounding will be Sophie Barker for Williston State. Williston State looking to get something good up. Sophie calls for action. No one coming open. Little late developing. Murtaugh in the corner. She's going to get free, and there's going to be an offensive foul called on Heffernan. So that'll be number 2 on Layla. As Getty will work it back up the court for the Tetons. Getty high post to Boyes looking underneath for Wessling. Stolen by Murtaugh. Back come the Tetons 3-on-2. Taylor to Berg in the paint. Going to be stopped. Back to Barker up on top for a 3. Sophie knocks it down. Barker now with 5 in the game. The Tetons are back up by 11. 26-15. Getty back up the court again. Another sub set to come in on the next stop. It's going to be Abora. On top it goes to Baker. Now over to Boyes. She'll find Johnson. Swings it back to Baker. Back to Boyes. Boyes goes for a 3. That'll be off the front. No good. Baker tips it into the hands of Barker. Sophie looks to get up to Jordan. Danny racing up. Cut off by Johnson. She'll pull it back out, and the Tetons will reset in the half court. Heffernan over to Jordan on the near wing. Danny goes to drive. Gets to the free throw line. Flips one up too hard. No good. Pulling it back down is going to be Getty and the Wildcats. Getty's going to drive. Kicks it out to Johnson on the far wing. Now up to Baker. Baker just about walked. Boyes crosses over on Jersey. Picks up a Wessling screen. He's going to drive. No good off the bottom of the backboard. Heffernan slows down, and back comes Williston State. Closing on 8 minutes left to go in the half. Murtaugh in the corner. She'll put it on the deck. Steps back. 3-pointer now for Taylor. That'll be in and out. No good. Wessling pulls down the rebound. And back up comes Peyton Getty and the Wildcats. Getty pushed it over to Johnson on the near wing. Dribble up on top. It'll go to Wessling. Now over to Getty. Getty picks up a Wessling screen. Steps back. Pushed it over to Boyes up on top. Back underneath to Wessling. She can't handle the pass. That'll be stolen away by Williston State. Coach Triplett talking to Barker. Now making sure they get the right play. Fixico and Bido set to check in on the next stop. Barker calling out the set play. Jordan coming down the baseline to pop open. They'll get it to Murtaugh up on top. Berg sets a screen. Murtaugh step back 3. That one's in there. Taylor knocks down another one. And she'll be a stoppage on the court as well for offensive foul, it looks like. And Jersey will pick up her first personal. So Murtaugh now with 8 points in the game. Berg picks up her first personal foul. Up the court comes Getty again. Fixico into the game for Heffernan. Up on top, Barker takes a 3 over the top of Jordan. That's going to hit the bottom of the net and be out of bounds. And now Bido will come into the game. Bido in for Murtaugh. Also in for Boyes came Marta Abora. Barker will hand it off to Berg. Jersey gets to the help. Now to Jordan. High post. Fixico. Backdoor and go to Barker. She finds Berg in the paint. Throws one up and that'll be just off. No good. Berg will get it back. Looking. She'll go with a fadeaway flat-footed jump for the pit, and that'll be up and good. Jersey surrounded by 3 defenders and gets the bucket to go. Tetons now up by 16 points. 31-15. Full timeout called on the court. We'll take one as well. Back in 1 minute.
Here at Montrose Williams Electric Club, we believe in you, not us. We are members, owners, families. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice in the power of numbers. We are many members. We We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are one.
Williston State College's newest addition is the healthcare training facility, and is it ever impressive? Our nursing department is one of the region's finest, and its new home will offer our students the best education experience around. Additionally, up to 15 new healthcare programs and degrees will develop over the next 2 years. If you've seen the healthcare training facility and want to be a part of building it, we have many sponsorship and donation opportunities available. Help us continue to dream. Call 572-9275 to learn more about the new WSC Healthcare Training Facility.
Mike back here for Teton basketball. Offensive rebound coming down to the Wildcats. It'll be Fixico with a couple of blocks, and she's going to be picked up for her first foul of the game. Wessling was an offensive rebounding machine in there. Wessling has played every minute of the game so far. Coming back in is going to be Carlo for Johnson. Wessling at the line. She has 5 for the Wildcats. Now make it 6. 15-point Teton lead, 31-16. Wessling with a chance to chip it down to 14. And she will with her second of 2. She now has 7 points, tied with Danny Jordan to lead the game in scoring. Jordan will get the ball at the elbow. She'll pull up from the free throw line, and that'll be no good. Wessling with the rebound. She'll get it off to Getty, and back come the Wildcats. Getty with the head of steam, crossing over up on top. It'll go to Carlo. Pulls it back. She'll look to cross over again. Jump stop in the quarter for Getty. Got away with the walk. Out to Carlo along the baseline. Carlo's going to be fouled by Baito. Lucia will pick up her first personal. Third team foul on Williston State here in the quarter. Carlo set to inbound the ball now for the Wildcats. She'll get the ball back out on the perimeter. Gets a flyby. Now pulls up for the mid-range jumper. Off the mark. No good. It'll be Jersey who pulls down the rebound. Back comes Williston State. Berg, top of the perimeter. Crossing over on Barker. Screen from Fixico. Berg picked up her dribble. Now a double high screen. Jordan gets open from the perimeter. She's going to shoot another one. Wessling with another rebound. Tetons come up with an empty set. Getty looking ahead. Just couldn't find Deborah. Too tight of a window. High post now. Wessling looking to box up on Fixico. Out to Carlo. Secondary help coming. Now to Abora on the high post. Over to Baker. Up on top to Getty. Getty looking to drive again. Gets into the paint. Back out to Carlo. Carlo steps through. Throws one up. That's going to be no good. Berg with the rebound. Now Sophie has it. Back come the Tetons. Closing in on 5 minutes left to go. 14-point Williston State lead. Barker up on top. Double high screen. Gets it back to Berg. Berg for 3. That's good. Jersey hits the triple. She has 8 in the game. And the Tetons are up 34-17. 5 minutes and counting left here in the first half. Peyton Getty up the court for the Wildcats. She'll have to pull it back. No one open. Now she's going to cross over, gets to the elbow, hands it off to Abora. She's going to try to get it over to Wessling, tipped around, and it'll be a Teton steal. Back up comes Barker. She'll get it to Jersey. Jersey one-on-one with Getty. Swing pass underneath the Fixico, slipped away by Wessling. Fixico tried to dive to get there. It'll be Carlo who comes away with it. She'll drive through, throws one up, no good. Baito with the rebound. Barker pushing it up the court, looking to attack. Second effort against Baker, turned away. Berg flashing through the lane. Jersey with the layup, up and in. 2 more. Jersey the first player in the game to 10 points. Now 36-17. 19-point lead for Williston State. Back up the court is Getty again. Over to Carlo on the far wing. Jab stick looking underneath for Wessling. Double team. Getty with the pass in between her fingertips, and another turnover for the Wildcats, as it'll be Abora coming out, and Boyes back in with Heffernan checking back into the game for Fixico. Layla and Sophie on the court for Williston State, playing with 3 fouls, and now Murtaugh also coming back into the game. She'll come in for Jordan. So Taylor getting some opportunistic breaks on the bench as Barker now works it back up the court. 4 minutes left to go in the half. Sophie picks up a tall screen from Heffernan up to Berg. Jersey, nothing in the entry pass underneath. Baito takes off on Boyes. Jump pass is going to be thrown into no man's land. Getty comes away with the steal. She'll push it up the court. No lanes. Let's see if she tries to drive. Gets it out to Wessling. Wessling's going to bully her way underneath. And there's going to be a foul called on Heffernan. That'll be her third. Jordan coming back in. She'll come in for Baito. Just the second on Heffernan. So Heffernan with just her second, and Wessling back at the line. Her first one is going to be up and good. She now has 8 points in the game to lead the Wildcats in scoring. She is 3 of 3 from the stripe, looking to go 4 of 4, and she does. 17-point lead for the Tetons, 36-19. Murtaugh on the near wing, up to Heffernan. Give and go back to Murtaugh, and her pass was a little bit too tall. She was getting hooked underneath by Getty. No call again from the officials, and Coach Triplett is saying, hey, what about some calls on our end of the court, as the Wildcats have yet to be called for a foul here in the quarter. Getty crossing over on Parker. Going to be Murtaugh, gets a hand in the passing lane, and Teton legend Lance Olson there to help out and grab the ball before he fires it back in. Inbound play goes to Getty, under 3.5 left to go in the third quarter. Pass over to Carlo on the far wing, looking underneath for Wessling. Give and go back to Getty. She puts it up, blows the bunny, no good. Parker pulls down the rebound. Great play by the Wildcats, just couldn't execute. Jersey on the far wing now to Heffernan. One-on-one with Wrestling. Heffernan hands it off to Berg. Back to Heffernan. Lost ball, and Layla's going to be fouled by Getty. That'll be number 2 on Getty. So Getty, the first team foul of the quarter, and also the first Wildcat in foul trouble. Heffernan gets the ball out on the wing. Now it'll go to Jordan. Corner to Murtaugh. Getty right in her face. Berg on the high post. Jab steps back, nothing open, and there's going to be a foul called on Baker. That'll be her first personal. Excuse me. It'll be second on Baker as well. Baker incidentally stepped on Berg's foot when she was trying to escape. Now Heffernan catch and shoot off the 5-footer. That'll be no good. Carlo with the rebound. Back up the court come the Wildcats. Still 17-point Teton lead. Carlo from the wing. Crosses over, steps through, throws a wild one up. No good. Heffernan with the board. She'll get it back to Barker. Sophie up the court. Here comes Sophie, head of steam. Looks to get it off to Berg, and she's going to be fouled again, either on Barker or Carlo. We'll see, and that one's going to go on Carlo. That'll be her first personal, third team. Now both teams with 4 fouls here in the half. Barker set to inbound. Side screen coming, nothing available. In the corner will go to Murtaugh. Side step, drive, steps through. She's going to lose it on the ground. Throws it off of Carlo's feet and out of bounds. A great save by Taylor. 2:25 left to go. There is still a murmur about the crowd as the well continues to fill up here in Williston, as they're anticipating a near-capacity crowd. Pass goes out to Jordan on the far wing. Crosses over on Boyes, turned away, looking for help. Pass going to be tipped away by Carlo, out of bounds, and the Tetons will get it back. 11 on the shot clock. Inbound play will be into the backcourt. Both teams, the Tetons in a little bit of a lull right now, looking to keep the intensity up. Barker across the timeline, crossing over on Carlo. Picks up a Berg screen. Barker's going to be fouled on the drive by Carlo. That'll be number 2 on Lola. Now the third Wildcat to pick up their second foul. And Sophie Barker goes to the line for a pair. Sophie sitting at 5 points so far in the game. And that's where she'll stay after her first one. Bido set to check in. Barker now looking to make for sure that she makes a second of 2. And she does. And she'll go in for Barker to prevent her from picking up a third foul. So now the Tetons looking to adjust. They're going to put Bido now on Getty over to Baker on the far wing, up on top to Boyes. Back to Getty. Bido looking to use her length to keep Getty reeled in. Carlo forces a 3 up, no good. Tipped around. Bido with the board. Gets it off to Berg, now to Jordan. Danny taking over point guard responsibilities. Under 2 minutes left to go in the half. 37-19. Jordan hands it off to Murtaugh. Picks up a screen underneath to Bido. Knocked around. Loose ball still. Carlo has it. Swing pass over to Wessling. Gets it up to Boyes. Now 2-on-2 up the court. Boyes Gets underneath against Berg. No good. Good defense by Jersey. And the Tetons will take back over now. 1:28 left to go. Pass goes up to Jersey. Slows things down over to Heffernan. Taking off on Wessling. And Layla's going to pick up a travel as both teams slogging through the back half of the second quarter. Neither team looking to make a big surge, as Carlo will get the ball in for the Wildcats. Final handful of possessions here of the half. Getty over on the far wing to Carlo, looking underneath for Wessling. She calls for a screen up top. Nothing develops. Now to Baker. Baker back to Getty on the near wing. Puts it on the deck. Up on top. Back to Carlo. 15 on the shot clock. Carlo with a step back over Jordan. That'll be no good. And a foul is going to be called on Wessling. That's her second personal. And now foul trouble really starts to brew. Wessling will likely come out of the game. And she will, with Abora checking in. And they're going to say, since that was away from the play and on the rebound, that will result in now 2 free throws coming for Williston State and Layla Heffernan. Layla sitting at just 2 points in the game. She's been battling with Wessling so far. First one up from Layla is going to be no good. She'll get one more. Heffernan on the way will have her second of 2. That one's going to be off as well. An rare 0-for-2 trip for Layla, as Getty will again bring it back up the court for the Wildcats. Taboy is on the near wing. Carlo jab steps on Jordan. Drive. It's going to be blocked underneath by Jordan. Saved by Heffernan from going out of bounds. And the Tetons again take back over. They can hurry for a 2-for-1. Jordan pushes it up to the top of the perimeter. Hands it off now to Bido. Up to Heffernan. Heffernan back to Jordan. Danny's going to drive. Stops over to Murtaugh. Step back 3. Off, no good. Jordan with the offensive rebound. She'll dribble back. Shot clock is now at 20. Three-pointer from Baito. Lucille will knock down the 3. And it's a 21-point lead for the Tetons. Shot clock is off now. 20 seconds left to go. Back comes Getty again for the Wildcats. Up on top to Boyes. Now to Baker. Baker over to Abora. Stops now to Baker again. Looking back door for Boyes. Nothing there. Carlo picks it up with 5 seconds left to go. She's calling for a screen. No one open. Step back 2. Up, no good. Tipped out by Murtaugh. And it'll be Tetons taking a 21-point lead into his halftime break. We're going to take a 5-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the halftime stats for you here from the Well in Williston. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Dickinson State University is bringing new opportunities to Williston. Through Degree Bridge, a partnership with Williston State College, students can now earn a Bachelor of Business Administration from DSU while staying right on the WSC campus. Take classes in person, stay connected to your community, and choose your focus in accounting, administration, finance, or human resource management. Classes begin fall 2026. Learn more at dickinsonstate.edu. Together, we make the difference.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at WCCU.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Really insured by NCUA.
Williston State College's newest addition is the healthcare training facility, and is it ever impressive? Our nursing department is one of the region's finest, and its new home will offer our students the best education experience around. Additionally, up to 15 new healthcare programs and degrees will develop over the next 2 years. If you've seen the healthcare training facility and want to be a part of building it, we have many sponsorship and donation opportunities available. Help us continue to dream. Call 572-9275 to learn more about the new WSC Healthcare Training Facility.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Photos Appliance and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. Get a Hot Point top load set for $118. Our Whirlpool front loaders, $19.99 a set. We're also a dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and Sun Heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Photos Appliance and Outdoor Living, located south of I-80 Furniture and 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? At Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at basinbrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit basinbrokers.com today and let's get moving.
Here at Montreal Williams Electric Company, we believe in we, not I. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are a club.
In the Wyandotte region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Dakota Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Wyandotte region together one smile at a time.
Dickinson State University is bringing new opportunities to Williston. Through Degree Bridge, a partnership with Williston State College, students can now earn a Bachelor of Business Administration from DSU while staying right on the WSC campus. Take classes in person, stay connected to your community, and choose your focus in accounting, administration, finance, or human resource management. Classes begin fall 2026. Learn more at dickinsonstate.edu. Together, we make the difference.
Mike Herbeck here for Teton Basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons ahead by 21 here at the break over their bitter conference foe in NDSCS and the Wildcats. Tetons looking to see if they can make it a clean sweep of the Mondac Conference, and they are 20 minutes away in 2 quarters away from having that be a reality here in front of a packed well here in Williston. And the Tetons are providing the entertainment here on Coach Terry Olson Court. We'll go into their scoring here in a little bit. First off, we'll look at the Wildcats, who are led by Maggie Westling, who has 9 points at the break. Ava Boyes with 7, and 3 points coming in from Peyton Getty for the Wildcats. There's 3 players have scored in that first half. In the first half, the Wildcats were 5 of 14 from the stripe. In the second, they were 2 of 6 from deep and 3 of 6 from the line. Second quarter, they went 0 of 17 from the field, 0 of 3 from deep, and 4 of 4 from the line. So just 4 points for the Wildcats came in that second quarter for NDSCS. Overall, shooting just 16% from the field, hitting 22% of their three-pointers. From the field, they are 5 of 31, 2 of 9 from deep, and 7 of 10 from the charity stripe. 14 total rebounds in the game, 12 defensive, 2 offensive rebounds. Maggie Westling has 6 to lead the way, 5 defensive, 1 offensive, 2 assists, 4 steals, no blocks, 11 turnovers, and 10 personal fouls. Every starter for the Wildcats has 2 fouls apiece: Carlo, Getty, Baker, Boyes, and Wrestling. Now looking at the Tetons here as we have 7:56 left before we get underway here with the second half. It's Jersey Berg at the break leading the way with 10 points in the game. Jersey was 4 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from deep, and 1 of 2 from the stripe. Also scoring for the Tetons, Taylor Murtaugh with 8, Danny Jordan was 7, Sophie Barker was 6, Lucia Baito with 2, and Layla Heffernan with 2 points in the game. In the first quarter, Williston State shot 16 of 30 from the field. 10 of 17 from the field for 58%, 1 of 5 for deep for 20% from 3, and 2 of 3 from the line for 66%. In the second quarter, the Tetons were 6 of 13 from the field for 46%, 4 of 6 for deep for 66%, but just 1 of 4 from the stripe for 25%. Overall, 6 of 30 from the field for 53%, 5 of 11 from deep for 45%, and 3 of 7 from the stripe for 42%. The Tetons are a plus 11 in the rebound column, 25 total, 21 defensive, 4 offensive rebounds. They're led in rebounding by Berg, who has 6 at the break, 5 defensive, 1 offensive rebounds, 7 assists, 7 steals, 2 block shots, 11 turnovers, and 7 personal fouls for the Tetons. It's Barker and Heffernan, each who have 2 for Williston State. Taking a peek at the advanced stats here in the first quarter, the Tetons outscored the Wildcats 15-23, and in the second, Williston State had a 13-point advantage, 17-4, to take this 40-19 lead at the break. Points in the paint, 18-6 Tetons. Points off at turnovers, 16-6 Tetons. Second chance points, 9-2 Tetons. Bench points, 7-0 Tetons. There's 0 ties, 0 lead changes. Last field goal for the Wildcats came with 4:17 left to go in the second. Last score for the Wildcats came with 4:17 left to go in the second. They did not make a field goal in the quarter. Last one for the Tetons came with 28 seconds left to go in the second. And the Tetons' largest lead is currently where it's at 21 points. 5.5 minutes before we get underway to start quarter number 3. We're going to take a 4.5-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you underway with the second here from Williston. Back in 4.5 minutes.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in raw chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Williston State College's newest addition to the healthcare training system, and is it ever impressive? Our nursing department is one of the region's finest, and its new home will offer our students the best education experience around. Additionally, up to 15 new healthcare programs and degrees will develop over the next 2 years. If you've seen the healthcare training facility and want to be a part of building it, we have many sponsorship and donation opportunities available. Help us continue to dream. Call 572-9275 to learn more about the new WSC Healthcare Training Facility.
In the Mondag region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling in Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Mondag region together one smile at a time.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. The Hot Point top load set for $1,218. The Whirlpool front loaders, $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters, starting at $489. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and sun and heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Bodo's Appliance and Outdoor Living, located south of Viking Furniture and 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? With Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at basinbrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit basinbrokers.com today and let's get moving.
Here at Montreal Williams Electric Company, we believe in you, not us. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one course, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are one.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Dickinson State University is bringing new opportunities to Williston. Through Degree Bridge, a partnership with Williston State College, students can now earn a Bachelor of Business Administration from DSU while staying right on the WSC campus. Take classes in person, stay connected to your community, and choose your focus in accounting, administration, finance, or human resource management. Classes begin fall 2026. Learn more at dickinsonstate.edu. Together, we make the difference.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. 40 seconds before we get underway for the second half. On the court right now for the Tetons is Hunter Berg, as he is thanking everyone for coming out here for this whiteout night. And it looks as we have we're pushing an 80+% capacity here at the well, with plenty of people still up in the concessions getting their free ice cream and milling around here before we get ready to go. And now the Tetons are going to lead Teton baseball players are going to lead a cheer for the final few seconds to get the squad going here for the second half. As the Tetons hold on to a 21-point lead over the Wildcats. As it is Teton ball here to start off in the second. And the Tetons making some adjustments. It's going to be Fixico in for Heffernan. Heffernan still not in on the bench. Jordan underneath to Berg. Berg with a fadeaway jumper. Heffernan with the Fixico with the rebound. Gets it underneath to Berg. Berg's going to force one up. That's no good. Tipped around. Wesling's going to be able to come down with that one. She'll get it off into the hands of Baker. Baito also ran back to the locker room late to check on Heffernan. Coach Triplett looking back. Hopefully those two are both all right. Now over on the far wing, Wessling underneath, looks underneath for Getty, who's going to put it up and off the front of the rim. No good. Parker with the rebound. Here comes Heffernan and Baito now back up the court. It'll be Murtaugh driving, flips it up and gets it to go. Taylor with two more. She has 10 in the game. The Tetons are up by 23. Heffernan now to the scoreboard to check in. Up on top, Carlo has it. She's going to spin on Murtaugh. Now back out to Boyes, looking underneath for Wessling. They dump it off to Getty in the corner. Back to Wessling from 8 feet. That'll be no good, and a very late foul came. They're going to say someone got Wessling on the elbow. Foul, we'll see who it's going to go against, as it'll be Fixico checking out of the game with Heffernan coming back in. Jordan will pick up her first personal. First team foul here in the third quarter. Wessling will miss her first free throw of the half. She'll be back to the line now, looking for her second one to get into double digits. And that one will be off no good. Berg will pull down the rebound, and she'll get it off to Barker, who pushed it up the court over to Murtaugh. Murtaugh steps through, nothing there. caught in no man's land. Now off to Jordan. Danny the foot fake. She'll fire from range over the top of Boyez and knock that one down. Jordan now with 10 points in the game. The Tetons are up by 26, 45-19. Getty back up the court for the Wildcats. Hands it off to Carlo on the far wing. Jabs up on Murtaugh. And now to Boyez. Looks to run downhill and going to be tough sledding down low underneath. Good defense by the Tetons. Boyez missed into the hands of Jersey. And Barker again pushed it up the court. Tetons looking to really pour it on here in the third. Over to Murtaugh. Quick catch and shoot. That'll be off the back. No good. Carlo with the rebound. She's going to put it on the deck and push it up the court. Carlo top of the perimeter. Picked up by Murtaugh. Going to go over the top against Baker. Steps through, nothing there. Now to Wessling. High post over to Baker. Baker looking back for Wessling. Slips it through. Going to put it up and in. Tough shot for Wessling. She now has 11 in the game. Back comes Barker up the court. Tetons just about had another steal. Berg over to Jordan. Jordan drives on Boyez. Secondary help comes out to the corner of Barker. Sophie for three. That'll be no good. Tipped out by Jordan. Murtaugh can't get there in time. Now Baker into the body of Heffernan. Heffernan gets the block, but she did not establish herself before getting back in. And the ball will go back to the Wildcats. Heffernan with a big block there and good defense to not pick up her third foul here with 7:26 left to go in the third quarter. Boyez gets the inbound pass, working on Berg down low. She tries to step through. Good move by Boyez, up and in. She now has 9 in the game, and it's a 22-point lead for the Tetons. Long pass ahead to Jordan. Jordan, foot fake, nothing there. Out to Heffernan. Going to drive on Wessling, and that's going to be number 3 on Wessling. Reaching in, trying to poke it away from Heffernan. They're going to call that one on the ground. Wessling now in some real foul trouble. We'll see if the Tetons go back to Heffernan in the corner. No one open, out to Murtaugh on the far wing. Taylor surveilling, Getty up on her. Looks to drive, pushes it, nothing there. Tries to slip through, throws it up, no good. Murtaugh comes back down with it underneath to Heffernan, and there's going to be a foul called on Getty. That'll be her third if it's on her. Inbound play now coming as there's 2 Wildcats with 3 fouls apiece. Jordan will pick it up in the far corner. She'll pull it out up on top to Murtaugh. Getty just about picked up her 4th. And now she's going to slip through again. Murtaugh through into no man's land. Here comes Carlo up the court. Going to get up and in it goes. Carlo with her first basket of the game. It's a 20-point Teton lead. Barker up the court for Williston State. Over to Jordan. Jordan gets a good look at 3. She's going to be knocked to the ground. No call again. Loose ball. Barker pull comes away with it. And it'll be Baker now pushing it up the court. 4 on 2, or 2 on 4. Up on top. Getty will have it. She'll drive against Murtaugh. Taylor cuts her off over to Wessling. Wessling thought about pulling the trigger. She had Jordan up on her. Now picks up a screen from Wessling is Baker. Baker drives. She's going to put it up. Falls off the rim. No good. Sophie will push it back up the court for Williston State. 6:05 left to go. Barker gets to the rim, and she's going to be fouled by Boyez. And that will be number 3 on Boyez as well. As Baito will be coming into the game. Boyez just has her second. There was an issue then with the stats we had here at the half. Boyez will stay with just 2. Barker at the stripe for a pair. Sophie will miss her first one. Tetons have been struggling furthest from the stripe so far here in the ball game. Barker back in now, looking to knock down her second of 2. That one's going to be in. Puts it up to a 21-point lead. Tetons and the Wildcats have been even here at 6 points apiece in this third quarter. Getty up on top, gets it to Carlo, looking underneath for Wessling. Fires it underneath. Wessling through a double team, puts it up, no good. Tries to tip it out. She gets it on top to Getty, who's going to drive and be blocked underneath. That's going to go out of bounds back to the Wildcats. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Another set play coming. Tetons looking to bottle up Wessling underneath. Barker sagging into the paint. No one open. Long pass. It'll be Heffernan who taps the inbound pass away. Reset a 5-second inbound clock for the Wildcats. Getty again set to trigger. Gets it into Boyce in the mid-post against Berg. Looking for a give-and-go back. Drop step up, and that'll be up and in. Boyce with 11 points, leading with the team high in Wessling. 46-27, 19-point Teton lead. Barker up to Heffernan. Heffernan over to Jordan. Denny for a three. That'll be in there. Jordan with 13 points in the game, 49-27. Getty again back at the court for the Wildcats. Up on top to Baker. Wessling waiting for it on the free throw line. Nothing there. Carlo is going to run into Baker, and Baido has a little bit of help in that. That'll be Lucia picking up her second personal. That was some incidental contact. Lucia shines some good sportsmanship and make sure that Ezra Baker is okay. Baker now looking to drive. She's going to be cut away. Hands it off to Boyes on the near wing. Wessling will set a screen. Boyes looking to curl. Nothing there on the back door cut. Over to Carlo. Looking to drive on Baido. Crosses over. Step back jumper is going to be up and good for Carlo. Long two. Makes it a 20-point game. 49-29. Barker over to Berg on top. Hands it off to Jordan. Baseline drive on Getty. Pulls up off the rim. No good. Berg will tip it out. And it's going to go off of the Tetons and back to the Wildcats. And after a sloppy start to the third quarter, it's a media timeout with 4:45 left to go in the quarter. 49-29. Teats is on top. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Mike Grew back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. And there is some media timeout entertainment as there was a three-pointer relay race happening on the court. And it looks like no one was able to finish it out, but some good times were had by all here at the Whiteout Night at the Well in Williston. Tetons have a 20-point lead, 4:45 left to go in the third quarter. And the Wildcats coming out of the timeout with the ball. Tetons were longed up on the wrong side of the court. They'll have to hurry to get back as it is. Now Getty working her way back up for the Wildcats. Getty's going to cross over, hands it off to Carlo. Carlo steps back now to Boyes. Boyes jump pass underneath to Wessling. Wessling's going to be... Who's that going to be on? As they're going to get that one to Heffernan, picking up her third. Now Heffernan and Wessling each with three apiece. And that puts Wessling at the stripe. Also the third team foul on the Tetons here in the quarter. Wessling's first one is going to be up and good. She now has 12 points in the game. 19-point lead for the Wildcats. Next one on the way for Wessling. That's going to be in and out, no good. She is averaging north of 20 points per game to lead the conference in scoring. It's a 19-point Teton lead. Barker over to Berg, now to Baido on the near wing. Lucia looks to drive up to Heffernan, lost a handle, keeps it alive to Jordan. Tall screen up to Berg. Heffernan got hit on the arm as Jordan knocks down the two-point jumper. Jersey now with 12. Layla in a ton of pain. Looks like she may have gotten a finger jam as she's working against Wrestling down low. Now Wessling tried to get a post in, pass underneath to Getty. She's going to have to work her way back out to Boyes. It'll go up on top to Baker. Cross court in the corner to Getty for three. That'll be good there. Peyton Getty with the first triple of the game for the Wildcats. 51-33, 18-point lead. Jordan with the ball, and there's going to be a shot clock issue, and that'll also allow Heffernan to come out of the game and get her hand looked at. It was on her left hand. Not sure if she just jammed it. Hopefully she'll be able to get it checked out and come back into the game rather quickly. She's flexing around a pinky, and it looks like she just may have bent it back a little bit. Might get some tape on it and return back in hopefully soon. Fixico in the game momentarily now for the Tetons. Barker looking to take off on Carlo. Now to Jordan. Jones goes for another three-pointer. In and out. Fixico with the rebound. Puts it up and over the top of Wrestling. Emily gets her first bucket of the game. 3.5 left to go in the third quarter. Tetons back up by 20. 53-33. Getty has two high posts. Now downstream coming from both over to Baker. Looking underneath to Boyes. Boyes trying to get it underneath to Wessling. Fixico and company playing great defense. Jump pass over to Carlo for three. That'll be no good. Wessling gets through. She's going to be blocked underneath by Fixico. And Jordan comes down with the ball. Gets it off to Barker. Sophie to Fixico, who's running the paint. Up, no good. Berg with the rebound. That'll be no good on the putback. Pulled down by Wessling. And the Tetons again want to foul. There's plenty of contact. Boyes did not get away with a walk on that one, as the late whistle will give the turnover back to Williston State. Wildcats are a +1 here in the third quarter. Tetons holding on to a 20-point lead, 53-33. Sophie Barker back up the court for Williston State. Second game coming about a half an hour after this one gets done. They have the sophomore nights for the men still. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. No good for Jordan. Stolen away by Barker. Barker up against Wessling, and that's going to be number 4 on Maggie Wessling, sending Sophie Barker to the stripe for 2. Wessling now in serious foul trouble. Still 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game. Immediately she'll check out of the game with Marta Abora checking in. Barker at the stripe to put the Tetons back above 20 points, and she'll knock the first one down. Williston State has led by as many as 21 in the game. That was their halftime margin, as it'll be a second of 2 in there for Barker. Leads now up to 22. Up the court again comes Getty, slowing things down, looking for Lolo Carlo. Nothing there. Barker has it. Jordan up on her, and there's going to be a touch foul called on Jordan, number 2 on Danny. That'll be the 4th team foul, last foul that either team had to give here in the third quarter. 2:19 left to go in the third. Baker gets the inbound pass along the far sideline for Science. Back out to Getty. Up to Boyes. Surveys down low, nothing there. No Wessling on the court. Abor now all along the perimeter. She's looking down low. Back out on top. Baker with no 6 on the shot clock. She drives on. Bido, no good. It'll be rebounded by Fixico. One dribbling out to Baker. Johnson said to check in for the Wildcats on the next stop. Baker up to, or Barker to Fixico. Now to Bido. Baseline drive on Boyes. She stops, pulls the trigger from 12. In it goes for Lucia. She has 9 in the game. 57-33. Getty head of steam. Crosses over. She'll be slowed down by Barker. Up on top now to Baker. She's thought about a triple. Now is going to spin on Jordan. Drives, throws one up, and a tough shot by Ezra Baker, and that's going to be her first bucket of the game. 22-point lead, and there's going to be a full timeout called by the Wildcats. It's a full one. We'll take a full one as well. 1:29 left to go in the third quarter on the American State Bank scoreboard. Tetons on top by 22, 57-35. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at WCCU.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
In the Wyandotte region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Wyandotte region together one smile at a time.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons have the ball up by 22 points. 57-35, 126 left to go in this third quarter. Jordan gets it underneath to Fixico, puts it up over the top of Abora, and in Fixico with 4 in the game. And the Tetons back up by 24. Getty up the court. She's going to drive on Parker. Pass goes into the corner to Johnson. Nothing there. Now it'll be Boyes with the drive underneath on Berg. Puts it up. No good. Tipped around. Jersey will pull down the rebound off to Parker. Ahead of steam for Sophie. Get it up to the top of the perimeter now to Jersey. Jersey over to Bida. Looking underneath for Fixico. Nothing there. Good denial from Apora underneath. Jordan looking again. Fixico gets in the mid-paint, kicks it out to Parker, gets the pump fake from Carlo, back to Fixico on the baseline, spins, puts it up, off the mark, no good, tipped around by Jersey. Jordan gets it back into the paint, she'll throw one up, that'll be in. Jordan with 2 more, she has 15 in the game. 61-35, 26-point lead for the Tetons. Getty back up the court for the Wildcats. Johnson flashes at the top of the perimeter. Nothing there. Now over to Abora. She's going to drive. Picks up a screen. Shots up. No good. Fixico with a rebound. Off to Parker. Tetons with 17 seconds left. Look to Cruz. Parker. Jordan. 3. And no, she's going to take off for a drive. She'll step back. Too much time left now to Baido. She'll pull it back. Tetons looking to hold for 1. Up to Berg. Jersey picks up a screen. She's going to drive, lays it up and in. Jersey Berg with 2 more, and that's going to be the last bucket of the half as the Tetons are up 28 heading into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. Parker and Westling back in for the Wildcats, back in 60.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Photos and Plans and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. Get a hot point top load set for $1,218. The Whirlpool front loaders at $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and sun heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Photos, Appliance and Outdoor Living. Located south of I-Fitting Furniture on 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search at basinbrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit basinbrokers.com today, and let's get moving.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball. Here comes Boyes on the drive. She's going to throw it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Out will go to Baker. Up to Getty for 3. That'll be in and out. No good. Westling will put it back up and in. Maggie Westling with 14 points in the game. 63-37. We are in the fourth quarter. 10 minutes started off on the clock. We're down to 9.5. Heffernan baseline drive against Westling, and Layla puts it up and in. Back in the game. Layla with a quiet night against Maggie. Now has just 4 points. Getty looking to drive into the corner for Boyes. She'll take off along the baseline. Cut off by Parker. Looking for help underneath for Carlo. Throws it up too hard off the backboard. Pulled down by Murtaugh. Back up comes the Tetons to Jordan. To Berg on the baseline. Jersey one-on-one. She'll pull the trigger from 12 off the front of the iron, and Boyes will pull it in. 9 minutes left to go in the game. Tetons up by 28 points. Peyton Getty with the ball. She's looking to turn the corner. Hands it off to Carlo up on top. Steps back to Westling. Westling over to Boyes on the far wing. Tries to drive baseline on Jersey. Cut off. Nothing doing. Out will go to Carlo. 3-pointer from the wing. That'll be no good. Jordan with the rebound. She'll push it up. She was looking for Murtaugh, who didn't have a opening. Berg gets it underneath. Pump fake against Boyes and puts it up and in. Jersey was 16 in the game, and the Tetons are up by 30 for the first time. 67-37. Tetons won by 30 the last time these two teams met. Here comes a drive by Baker, and there's going to be a blocking foul called against Berg. Jersey will pick up her second. First team foul on Williston State here in the fourth quarter. Excuse me. So now Heffernan with 3, everyone else on the court with 2 for the Tetons. And they're going to say that one was on the ground, so no shots coming. Getty looking to enter. She'll get into Boyes on the baseline. Out to Getty. Head and shoulders fake. Now to Carlo. Back to Boyes. She'll pull it out. Looking for Wessling on the high post. Here comes help defense. Good recovery by the T-Tans. Carlos has back. Blocked by Murtaugh. Tipped around. Baker's going to get it. Now stolen away by Jordan. 2-on-2 lead, and Jordan's going to throw one up. Get it to drop. Jordan through a ton of contact. Denny has 17. Tetons up by 32. Getty back up the court. Push it over onto the near wing. It'll be Boyes up to Carlo. Double team on Wessling. Anytime it gets down low, now to Barker, who's going to tip it away. Goes out of bounds. Tetons, we mentioned right off the bat that they're smelling blood in the water. Well, they're smelling it here again as they're looking to run away with this one even more. Closing in on the final 7.5 here at home for the Tetons to close out a perfect Mondac Conference schedule. Baker drives baseline, cut off by Jordan. Carlo's going to have it slip through her hands. Murtaugh off to the races. 1-on-2. Murtaugh underneath to Berg. Through up and in. Jersey with 2 more. She has 18 in the game. It is 71-37. Tetons looking to put it to bed here quickly in the 4th. It's a short timeout. We'll take a short one as well. Back in 30 seconds.
Here at Monster Williams Electric Club, we believe in you, not us. We are members, owners, families. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower you. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice and the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Well, as the first timeout of the quarter, they stretch it out to a minute, so we have a few moments before we get back underway. Fantastic turnout here at the Well in Williston. Fans young and old decked out in their free Teton Whiteout Night t-shirts. And there's also some soft-serve ice cream and the concession stand. And, hey, plenty of seats available. Probably could fit another couple hundred people in here with ease before it started to get cramped here at the Well in Williston. But we're going to be looking at a nearly capacity boys game. So if you're looking to get over here quick. 9:18 left to go in the women's game. Tetons up 71-37. Wildcats with the ball. Stina Sodegaard in the game for the first time. She came in on that last stop for the Tetons, in for Murtaugh. Getty back out to Boyes. Boyes for 3. That'll be off the mark, no good. Wessling with the rebound. She puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound again, and they're going to get Heffernan for her 4th personal foul. We may see another run by Emily Fizico, who's been fantastic off the bench. Excuse me, it would be Murtaugh and Jordan out of the game for Williston State. Sodegaard getting her first run. Wessling back at the stripe. She'll miss her first free throw. One more coming. Wessling at the line for her second of 2. That one in and out, no good. Long rebound to Boyes. No one got a body on her as she'll peel it out up on top to Baker. Looking underneath for Wessling. Gets down low. Wessling now setting a screen to the high post. Baker crossing over. She'll drive out to Carlo for 3 off the front of the iron. Tipped away by Heffernan into the hands of Baedo. Lucia crosses over and slows things down. Now up to Sophie. Sophie reverses directions up to Heffernan. Heffernan crossing over. Gets to the elbow on Wessling. Steps back. Nothing there. Now to Baedo again to Barker on the near wing. 6.5 left to go. Sophie goes for a step back 3. Got it to go. Barker with 3 more. She has 12 in the game and 74-39. 6:15 left to go. Getty again up the court for the Wildcats. Barker going to be covered up by Sodegaard. She'll peel it out. Carlo coming to pick it up on the near wing. She'll push to the top of the perimeter. Wessling screen. Baedo with a good job fighting through. Cutting her off on the baseline. Out to Wessling. She's going to hit from 3 and knock it down. Her second three-pointer of the game. Makes it a 34-point Teton lead, 74-40. Heffernan on top of the perimeter. Pump fake. Wessling right on her. Now Heffernan's going to drive on Wessling. Hooks running. Hook layup up and good for Layla. She has 6 in the game. 36-point lead for Williston State. Boyes looking underneath, nothing there. Fighting Heffernan now with Wessling. Pass going to be tipped. Sodegaard got her hand in the passing lane. Out to Baker. Pushing through. Throws one up, and Baker gets it a drop. A scramble play for the Wildcats. Gets the bucket. 5:20 left to go. Tetons looking to put on a show the rest of the way as Barker drives underneath, flips one up, and that's going to be a foul on Carlo, her third personal. Just the first team foul here with 5:13 left to go in the ball game, sending Sophie Barker back to the stripe for a pair. Barker, one of currently 3 Tetons in double digits. Barker at the line for her first, and that one is going to be up and good. Jordan with 17, one of 4 Tetons. Jordan with 17, Murtaugh with 10, Barker with 12, Berg with 18, and Baito one behind with 9. Barker knocked down both of hers. She now has 14 in the game, and the Tetons are up 78-42. Getty looking up on top. She'll find Boyes. Boyes thought about, and she had to get the ball off. Underneath pass to Wessling, puts it up, no good. Heffernan with the board. Layla, great defense on Wessling. Long pass up to Baito. Baito driving baseline on Carlo. Skip pass into the corner to Sodegaard, up to Barker. She's going to drive, kicks it back out to Sodegaard. She'll take off on Getty. Turns it around back to Barker in the corner for 3. In it goes! Sophie hits another one. She has 17 in the game, and it's a 39-point Teton lead, 81-42. Getty again up the court. High post, and there's Heffernan with a steal. She's going to be off to the races. Here comes some defense on the way. Nothing can stop her. Layla now with 8 points in the game. 41-point lead for the Wildcats. Carlo crosses over, gets a high screen from Wessling. Carlo looks to drive, swing pass underneath. Wessling turnaround jumper off the side of the rim, no good. Peterson and Jordan set to check in on the next stop for Williston State. Barker up on top to Heffernan. Heffernan walks into a 3, got it to go. Layla with 11 points, and the Tetons are up 86-42. Now just 6 points away from their season average on the year. Up the court again is going to come the Wildcats. Boyes to the elbow. She slips, keeps her footing alive. Carlo from the free throw line knocks down a tough running jumper, catch and shoot. Lolo Carlo with 2 more. She has 6 in the game. Under 4 minutes left to go in this one. Tetons cruising. Heffernan up on top. Pump fake over to Sodegaard on the far wing. Stina drives, spins, gets a step backwards to Heffernan. Going to take off on Wessling. Stops, throws up an 8-footer up and good. Heffernan now with 13 in the game. 88-44. Fixico, Peterson, and Jordan all in on the next stop for the Tetons. Lolo's going to drive baseline, cut off by Baito, hands it off to Boyes. Back up on top to Carlo, looking underneath for Wessling, nothing there. Under to Baker, blows the bunny, gets her own rebound, and she'll pull it back out to the perimeter. Underneath again to Wessling, backwards pass to Getty, throws it up from underneath the backboard and gets it to go. Getty now with 8 points in the game. Barker up the court for the Tetons. She's going to push to Heffernan, top of the perimeter, and there's going to be a substitution timeout called by Williston State. So no break for the Wildcats, as it will be Barker, Heffernan, and Berg checking out, and this will be the final time they check out during a regular season game for Jersey Berg as a member of the Tetons, unless she needs to come back in here down the stretch. Danny Jordan hands it off to Sodegaard, top of the perimeter, crosses over on Getty, back to Jordan, up on top to Heffernan. Emily Fixico back out to Peterson. Peterson straightaway 3, off the back of the iron, no good. Pulled down by Carlo. Carlo to the far wing, crosses over behind her back, off to Boyes in the far corner. Boyes to Wessling, high post. Sodegaard's going to get in there, and Sodegaard will pick up her first foul in the game. First personal, second team foul. 2:29 left to go here in this one. Inbound play coming for the Cats. Getty looking to get it in. It'll be tipped away into the hands of Boyes. She'll drive underneath. Good defense there by the Tetons. Peterson slows it down. She'll get it off to Danny Jordan. Jordan head of steam across the timeline. She's going to be slowing things down. Fixico gets it up on top. Emily surveils over to Jordan on the far wing. Jordan for a long 3. That'll take a high bounce, no good. Reeled in by Ezra Baker. Off to Getty. Up the court she comes 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Carlo coming out to pick up the ball on top of the perimeter, crosses over on Baito, driving and throws one up. They're going to get a foul on Baito. That's going to be her third personal. Carlo going to the stripe for a couple. And here comes 5 subs for the Wildcats. They're going 5 on, 5 off. And it'll be Lolo Carlo waiting to be subbed out. Waiting to go in for her is going to be Leah Tibbetts. Now into the game, Ava Saintier, as well as returning in is Marta Iborra. Cassidy Jackson in for the first time, and also Emerson Johnson back into the game. First free throw coming in from Carlo is going to be no good. She'll look for her second of 2 to get her to 7 points in the game. At the line for her next one. That one rattles off, no good. Fixico will poke it over to a teammate, and Baito will reel it in. Back up the court again is going to come Danny Jordan. 1:45 left to go. Peterson takes off on the deck. She's going to drive, pulls up from 12. That'll be in. It goes for Peterson. Rattled around as Lisa Peterson with her first bucket of the game. Now 90-46. On top of the perimeter to Iborra. She'll step back, fire a 3, just about banked it in. Jordan will pull it down. Tetons again pushing up. We'll see if they can get Sodegaard in the scoring column here for this one. Jordan drives out to Sodegaard for 3. Off the back, no good. Long rebound, and Carlo can't hold on to it. It'll go back to Williston State. And now checking in for Carlo is going to be Tibbetts. As Tibbetts now comes into the game for the first time. Lisa Peterson set to trigger from the far sideline. Looking underneath for Fixico, nothing there. Peterson back again to Fixico. Lissa for 3. That one's in. Peterson knocks down a 3-pointer. She has 5 in the game. The Tetons are up 93-46. Less than a minute left to go. Johnson over on the far wing. Up to Iborra. She's going to take off and drive. Kicks it out onto the wing to Jackson. She'll pull from 17. That's good. Cassidy Jackson, her first bucket of the game. Back of the Tetons come up the court. 50 seconds left to go. 93-48. Likely the last offensive look of the game for Williston State. Baito takes a dribble. She's going to fire 3. That'll be up and no good with the air ball. Coach Fleck campaigning for a deflection. This said nothing that comes. So now this will be the Wildcats' last time up the court. Jackson across the timeline. Long pass over to Saintier. Give and go over to Johnson. Dump pass underneath. Will go to Tibbetts. Pulls it back to Johnson. Looking to drive. And she's going to gets it up and in past Fixico. Now Jordan, 17 seconds left to go. Johnson with her first bucket of the game. As it'll be Danny Jordan walking it into the front court. And the Tetons will get a big ovation for their blowout victory. 43 points here at home, 93-50 over NDSCS and the Wildcats. And the Tetons' day is looking like they're just half over as this crowd is hoping to be electric for the second of 2 games. We're going to take a 5-minute timeout here as we're going to head back down to pick up the post-game scores. There will be a little bit extra time in between games as they're doing the men's sophomore night ceremony here before the pregame period begins for the men's game. We'll take a 5-minute break and we'll have a little bit extra time in between games. We'll start with a 5-minute timeout.
Williston State College's newest addition is the healthcare training center, and is it ever impressive? Our nursing department is one of the region's finest, and its new home will offer our students the best education experience around. Additionally, up to 15 new healthcare programs and degrees will develop over the next 2 years. If you've seen the healthcare training facility and want to be a part of building it, we have many sponsorship and donation opportunities available. Help us continue to dream. Call 572-9275 to learn more about the new WSC Healthcare Training Facility.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets, locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at WCCU.org. Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Qualifications apply. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
In the Monad region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages you love. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our communities and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Monad region together one smile at a time.
State University is bringing new opportunities to Williston. Through Degree Bridge, a partnership with Williston State College, students can now earn a Bachelor of Business Administration from DSU while staying right on the WSC campus. Take classes in person, stay connected to your community, and choose your focus in accounting, administration, finance, or human resource management. Classes begin fall 2026. Learn more at dickinsonstate.edu. Together, we make the difference.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Photos, Appliance, and Outdoor Living. We are Williston's washer and dryer headquarters. A Hot Point top load set for $1,800. Whirlpool front loaders for $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and sun heat and infrared heaters. Great installation. Always available at Photos, Appliance, and Outdoor Living. Located south of Furniture and 2nd and West in Williston.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? Based on Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources and expert guidance, you'll feel confident every step of the way. Start your search anytime with their easy-to-use online property search, BasonBrokers.com. It's fast, it's local, and it's always up to date. Basin Brokers, local experts, real results. Visit BasonBrokers.com today and let's get moving.
Here at Montrose Williams Electric Company, we believe in you, not us. We are members, owners, family. We love what we do. We are built for you and by you. We give back. We are leaders, life changers. We empower people. We improve lives. We believe everyone has a unique voice in the power of numbers. We are many members. We are one force, one vision. We are building a better world. Now, together, we are.
Williston State College's newest addition is the healthcare training facility. And is it ever impressive? Our nursing department is one of the region's finest, and its new home will offer our students the best education experience around. Additionally, up to 15 new healthcare programs and degrees will develop over the next 2 years. If you've seen the healthcare training facility and want to be a part of building it, we have many sponsorships and donation opportunities available. Help us continue to dream. Call 572-9275 to learn more about the new WSC healthcare training facility.
Got a crack in your windshield or a chip that's spreading fast? Don't wait. Call the Windshield Doctor at 701-572-4088. Locally owned and trusted. They specialize in rod chip repair, full windshield replacement, and so much more. From screen repair to flat glass, picture frame glass, plexiglass, and mirrors. If it's glass, the Windshield Doctor has the cure. Fast service, fair prices, and hometown care. Call the Windshield Doctor today. Your clear choice for crystal clear results.
Creation Carpets is more than flooring. They're your neighbors, proudly serving Williston and Watford City. From plush carpet to durable vinyl plank, elegant tile, and stylish blinds, they have the products and professional installation to bring your vision to life. Whether you're updating one room or building your dream home, trust Creation Carpets to do it right. Stop by 501 along Main Street in Williston or call 701-774-3950. Creation Carpets. Locally owned, expertly installed, always dependable.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. We're just getting back here, a little bit of delay. Coming back and trying to get some hand signals to Teton Coyote basketball guys that are trying to do some hand signals, see if they want to come up to the booth as we are in the post-game period for the girls' game. And the post-game report brought to you by the Windshield Doctor. Locally owned and keeping your view crystal clear with expert chip repair and windshield replacement. Still 18 minutes left to go before we get underway here with the start of the men's game. Looking at the women's game, Tetons win by 43 points, 93-50. Taking a look at the tail of the tape, first quarter 23-15 Tetons, second 17-4 Williston State, third quarter 23-16 Williston State, and the third quarter 30-15 Williston State. Leading the way in scoring for the Wildcats, Maggie Westling with 15 points in the game. She shot 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 2 from deep, and 5 of 10 from the line. 13 points from Ava Poyes, 5 of 16 from the floor, 1 of 5 from deep, and 2 of 2 from the line. In also scoring for the Wildcats, 8 points coming in from Peyton Getty, 6 from Lolo Carlo, 4 from Ezra Baker, and 2 each from Cassidy Jackson and Emerson Johnson. Shooting the second half for the Wildcats, they were 7 of 18 in the third quarter for 38%, 1 of 2 for deep for 50%, and 1 of 4 from the line for 25%. In the fourth quarter, 7 of 18 shooting for 38% again, 1 of 7 from deep for 14%, and 0 of 4 from the line. Overall, they shot 19 of 67 from the floor for 28%, 4 of 18 from deep for 22%, and 8 of 18 from the line for 44%. Leading the way in rebounding was Maggie Westling, had 10 of her team's 30 rebounds, 7 and 3 for Westling, 22 and 8 overall for the Wildcats. Westling, the lone Wildcat, with a double-double, 10 to go along with her 15, 7 assists, 5 steals, 16 turnovers, and 15 personal fouls. 5 turnovers in that second half for the Wildcats. Looking at the Tetons now in shooting or scoring overall, they were led by Jersey Berg, who had 18 in the game on 8 of 13 shooting, 1 of 1 from deep, and 1 of 2 from the line. 17 points each in from Sophie Parker and Danny Jordan. Danny was 7 of 16 from the field, 2 of 5 from deep, and 1 of 1 from the stripe. Parker was 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from deep, and 6 of 7 from the line. 10 points came in from Taylor Murtaugh, her first game back after missing just about 2 weeks with the flu. She finished with 10, 4 of 8 shooting, including 2 3-pointers in the game. Also scoring for the Tetons, Baido had 9 in the game, 5 coming in from Peterson, and 4 from Fixico for the Tetons. Looking at some of the advanced stats here before we send it back for a little in-between game break. The Tetons got the lead in points in the paint, 38-24. Points off of turnovers, 24-8. Bench points, 18-4. And the Tetons led wire to wire in that one, and their largest lead was 47 points. That came with 1:04 left to go, and that was the margin, winning by the final of 93-50. And we have some guests that are going to be joining us here in the booth to hang out for a bit, so we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back for a 5-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Williston State College pregame show for the men's game here. We'll be back in 5.
In the Monday region, we know what makes a community special. People who care and moments worth sharing. Coca-Cola Bottling of Williston is proud to bring families, friends, and neighbors together with ice-cold Coca-Cola and a full lineup of refreshing beverages and fun. From gatherings of friends and family to school fundraisers, ball games, and local events, we're here to support our businesses and refresh the moments that matter. Coca-Cola, bringing the Mondac region together one smile.
Finance for Human Resource Management. Classes begin fall 2026. Learn more at dickinsonstate.edu. Together, we make the difference.
We have a lot of laundry. Hi, this is Kyle from Photos, Appliance, and Outdoor Living. We are Williston Washer and Dryer headquarters. The Hot Point top load set for $118. The Whirlpool front loaders, $19.99 a set. We're also your dishwasher replacement headquarters, starting at $4.89. Don't forget the Toro snow throwers and semi-heat infrared heaters. Delivery and installation always available at Photos, Appliance, and Outdoor Living. Located south of I-10 Furniture on 2nd Avenue West, Williston.
Are you ready to find your dream home in Williston or the surrounding area? Basin Brokers, their experienced team is here to make buying or selling a home a breeze. With helpful buyer resources